Hello everybody, Ryan the Almighty here. Welcome back to episode 21 of the Agrarian Skies challenge. So we're still waiting on vinegar and of course all the other tasks to do. So what are we going to do this episode? Well, as I said last time, we need to get soy milk and firm tofu out the way. So we're going to automate this presser. Now, what's the best way to do this? Well, I'm going to pick it up, just like that. This didn't need power as far as I remember. So what we're going to do is we're just going to... Where can we chuck this? What about right there? That works. And then what we're going to need is a interface so that we can talk to this. So while that's crafting, we need to get this up. So we want soy... No, wait. What's the recipes for this? Soybean. I think we just chuck the soybean in. And then that's... I can't actually remember. I can't remember. Alright, let's grab a few soybeans and do this so I can actually remember how this works. So soybean in. And we get soy milk and silken tofu. Okie dokie. So if we do that, then I'm not exactly sure how this is going to work then. Because we can only set this to do one thing. So if we say soybean in, you get soy milk out. Is that interface done? Yes. Alright, let's try this out then. So we chuck that there and we set this to up. We chuck that recipe in. So let's have a look. If we request soy milk, that should come over here into this. Yeah, okay. So that needs to go to the top then. So if we chuck that right up there, facing down, chuck that into there, and then we're going to need to connect that up with cable. Cable. Just like that will do. And then that should chuck... No, it's still chucking it in the bottom slot. That's a bit of a problem then. We can't automate this. What if I take that out? Is that just going to chuck soybean straight back in? I'm assuming that's just going to chuck a soy... Well, I'm guessing that stopped the recipe. Alright, soy milk. Oh no, that put it in top slot. And as you can see, it's not going to automatically extract it. So if we chuck a export bus onto there... No, an import bus. I'm not sure if that's going to collect them from both bottom slots. And I don't know if it's going to actually register that it's made the soy milk. That I am unsure of. I suppose we'll have to see. I think what it's going to do is simply just not work. But I suppose we don't really know until we try it. So no harm in trying. I imagine that import bus is going to take a while, so I'll come back once it's done. Alright. So if we chuck that on the bottom, that pulls them both out, but does that satisfy this? It does. Alright, so if we say soy milk, and we say give me 10. Hopefully, this should work. So, we see one come in, this should now say 9. Okay, good, that does actually work. Okie dokie then. So, what we can now do is we can say we put silken tofu in. and we get hard tofu out. I believe that's how it works. I may want to get another presser and interface for this. That way they're kind of separate and not really reliant on each other. So, and we're going to need another import bus. And a presser. Piston 2, please. Alright, there's the presser. Interface, I imagine they're going to take a while. Yet again. And then we're going to need a pattern. Pattern, which again I probably don't have the stuff for. Oh, okay. Yep, that's alright then. So we can chuck that in. We can say that's going to give us hard tofu, so we need to actually get a piece of hard tofu to begin with. So let's do it in this one so it's not automatically sucked into the system. So we put silken tofu and we get firm tofu. That's what we want. That's the main component in a lot of things. So we can chuck that right in there. Encode that. Actually, we need the interface and import bus first. Interface and import bus. It's gonna take a while. So, alright, so give me a little bit to have that finish and we'll be back. Alright, that is done. So we pop that on the bottom, interface up there, point the sucker down and chuck that into there. So what we're gonna need is 200 each of firm tofu. So we need 199 of you, and that will actually give us the rest of the soy milk as well, because the byproduct of silken tofu doesn't know how to get silken tofu. Let's get another pattern then. Then what we can kind of do is cheat the system. And we can say that... we're going to have to grab a soybean. Oh yeah, a soybean equals a silken tofu. Because that's what this does. As far as the system knows, it only knows how to make soy milk. Even though this actually gives you a byproduct of soy milk and silken tofu. The system doesn't know that. So we need to just chuck another pattern into there. And we should be good to go. So there's 2 glass, there's a pattern. And then we can grab... Where'd the tofu go? Oh, it went in the thing. That's right. That's right. Oh, there's a silken tofu in there, but we can't get that over there, unfortunately. We need to have it on us, so let's try and do this quick then. So let's chuck that in. Comes out on this side, so if I just madly click, I should hopefully get it. No. It's not, shift click doesn't seem to work on that. So, let's try this again. Alright, soybean. I just need to click to get it out normally. No shift click. There we go. Perfect. Let me out, please. So, we chuck in a soybean. And we get out silken tofu. So that's gonna... Oh, I'm gonna chuck that in there. It's gonna cheat the system a little bit and just... At least so it knows how to make silken tofu. Chuck that in, and then this process should continue to making 179 firm tofu, which is going to basically give us all the soy milk we need to continue. So yeah, that's that done. There's nothing else really we can do from here. It's all just a matter of waiting. So let's continue on and see what else we can do. What's in here? Sure, let's grab that reward. The pastoral life, a spawn chicken and a spawn squid egg. Alright, so we know how to get the chicken egg. We need feathers. Oh, how did we get feathers again? Bows. Oh, arrows, sorry, not bows. 1, 2, 3. So they get chucked into here. No, go away. Please, can I use this set? Doink, doink, doink. Okay. And that should give us a feather to which we can simply chuck into here. Doesn't look like there's enough life points in there, so let's grab our weak blood orb. Does that actually fill this up? Or is that filling my blood orb? Okay, that's filling my blood orb. I don't want that. So we want to grab the knife. Oh, I can't remember what it's called. I always forget what it's called. Should be able to find it. There it is. Sacrificial orb. Calm down, calm down. There we go. So let's eat up so that we can heal. So we don't kill ourselves again like we did that one time. That was not fun. Alright, so that looks like it's enough to grab that out. So then we need a spawn squid egg. So let's have a look. Spawn squid, fishing rod, and 2 raw fish. I don't think we have raw fish. We do not have raw fish. We don't have a normal fishing rod either. Well, what we're going to need to do is grab 2 fishing rods. One that we're going to chuck into this guy. And then we're going to need 2 fish. So, time to go fishing, it seems. I wonder if I can fish in there. No, that would be stupid if that worked. It probably would, actually. Wouldn't surprise me. So, we're just going to need normal fish. I don't know if we get normal fish from here, if we get mariculture fish. I think you need to actually use a mariculture rod in order to get mariculture fish. Good thing that's not what we need. So this may take a while, actually. If I remember from the very beginning of this playthrough, it was difficult to get fish. It took a while. So I'm going to grab a couple fish, and then we'll be back. Alright, that took a little longer than I would have liked, but we have 2 fish. So let's chuck that into our alchemistry set. Was that not the recipe? No, it was a squid. Fishing rod with a raw fish. 200 life points. Do I need the next one up? Do I? Do I need to increase my knowledge? What's one that I know I can do? Sheep. Oh, that's in the blood altar. That's 2,000 life points, so that should be fine. Chicken. That takes 100 life points. Does this not work then? Or does that not have enough life points in it? Alright, let's try that then. Maybe there just wasn't enough life points in it? Spawn squid. There's nothing else. Fishing rod. Raw fish. That is a fishing rod. That is 2 raw fish. Either there's not enough life essence in here, or I need to go to the next tier. I'm not 100% sure. Because that doesn't seem to be working. Does this give us any indication as to which one we need? Oh, it should work with... I think that might be the issue, is I need to actually get the next level up of blood orb. So let's have a look. How do we get the apprentice? We need to chuck an emerald into here, but of course we need a tier 2. So in order to go to tier 2, we're going to need runes. Which ones? A blood rune, possibly. Let's have a look. Have a quick look. It was a while ago that I actually did look this up. I know you have to put stones around the base of it. I just don't remember what. Tier 2. Looks like it's just stone. We need a divination sigil. So let's have a look. Divination sigil. So that's just a blank slate. So let's grab some smooth stone. Oopsie, come here. Also grab an emerald. Maybe we can just chuck it in and it'll be done. Maybe we don't need to do anything to it to actually upgrade it. I'm not 100% sure. Yeah, okay, that doesn't seem to do anything. So it looks like we need to put stone into there. To grab a rune. A little bit more. Maybe that means it can't actually do it. Do I just need to replace the base with stone? That seems to be what the wiki I looked at said. Didn't look like it was anything special, just pure stone. Or smooth stone. So maybe that's the issue. There we go. So let's give that... I'm not 100% sure why this isn't working then. Yeah, I'm not sure. I think maybe... No, I honestly don't know. What does this say? To get that, we need a tier 1 with 1,000 life points. Maybe there's just not enough life points in there yet. Maybe that's the issue. Can I do this? Can I chuck this into there and drain all the life points out of that? I don't know if that just did anything or not. Yeah, I'm not 100% sure. I mean, if I just keep chucking my life into there, it might eventually work. Because it says it needs, what was it, 2,000? No, where's the division sigil? Divination. It says it needs 1,000 life points, so maybe that just takes some doing to do. So let me just, you know, put some more blood into here and get it all ready and going. And see how we go from there. So I'll be back. Alright, so it's not plain stone around the edge. I did have a look and it is blood runes. So we're going to need quite a few blank slates. So we're going to need quite a few life points, and I think the particles that's coming off this is because there's not enough actual LP in there to actually do it. So I think I'm going to have to sit here and do this for a little bit. So we'll see how I go. We'll be back with progress, hopefully. Fingers crossed. Actually, might as well check the soy milk and that. Is that done? No, not yet. Alright, shall be done when we get back. Alright, so I have made I made 19 of the blank slates. So that should be good to get what we need. I made some golden apples also to heal myself to make the process a lot quicker. Alright, so we need blood runes. Let's go grab this sucker. So we are making 9 of these. I think we only need 8. But we'll go for 9. And then the last one we are using to get the... where is it? Where's the right sigil that we want? Might be better if we just search up sigil. The divination sigil. So there we go. That apparently will tell us about our system. So if we right click, yeah, current tier 1. So that's all well and good. So we chuck these right under here. We should get tier 2. And there we go, tier 2, nice. Now we should be able to chuck an emerald in there. How much did we need for the orb? 5,000 LP. Now I don't want to put the emerald in until there is 5,000 LP. What's this? Current essence. I don't know. So I died, embarrassing, I died twice while doing this, so that's not good. So 5,000. Ah, that's not going to take too long to actually get there. Should be done very, very shortly. And then we can get tier 2, which I'm assuming is what we were missing from this guy over here. So that should give us the second tier. I'm going to chuck this stuff away. Yeah, I'll chuck that away. We don't need that anymore. But I will sort out my inventory. Don't know why I have sugarcane for. I don't know where that even came from. Oh yeah, from outside. And yeah, 2 heads, as you just saw, quickly flash by. A little bit embarrassing. So that's going to take some time. I'll get rid of this waypoint because it is, well, annoying. So hopefully that's going to allow us to make the spawn squid and finish the quest. Hopefully. Fingers crossed. We'll see. This shouldn't take too much longer. There it is. Nice. Apprentice blood orb. Let's put some LP into it. And chuck it into there. And oh, yeah. There we go. Okay, that was the problem. Oh, well. Needed to be done at some point. So there's the spawn squid and spawn chicken. Spawn squid. I have that. Thank you. Let's go that one. What have we got? Safari net, quarter of a heart, and some flowers. I don't particularly need flowers, but sure, thank you. What's in the reward bag? Spiked axe. I think I'll keep my diamond axe, thank you very much. I am happy with my diamond axe. So we can chuck those away. It's a mystery. I still don't know what they are. I'm guessing it's got some sort of random mob in it. Alright, so let's see if we can finish off this. We've got 2 more quests to go. Let's finish off this then. So an auto brewer. So for that, we need a brewing stand, which is a blaze rod. How did we make a blaze rod again? I honestly cannot remember how we made a blaze rod. I know there's a way, and because we did it. We did it. We made a blaze rod. Oh yeah, that's right. We spawned a blaze. That's right. I don't remember how to do it though. Stone barrel filled with lava with an angry doll. Alright. So an angry doll. So we need to make a porcelain doll. Which we don't actually have any porcelain clay. Can we make some? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. Good. And then there's the angry doll. Then we need a bucket of lava. We can grab that from the smeltery upstairs. And then go into our little base over here, our little original home. And boop. Actually, no, I think we have to right click it. Yeah, there we go. Making a blaze. Alright. Yeah, I almost completely forgot how to do this. Oh dear. So that'll get us the blaze for the auto brewer. And then we've got one more quest after that, and we can completely finish the first quest line in the book, which would be quite nice to end the episode on. So that's going to be good. Again, might be a long one. I really hate to do long episodes. I really do. Anything over half an hour is too long. Alright. Almost there. There we go. Hello, Mr. Blaze. You cheap little bugger. Oh dear. Alright. Give me a minute to make another one, get a blaze rod, and come back. Alright, so I got a blaze rod after 3 attempts. So, not very lucky. Alright, so let's get back to the auto brewer. There we go. We can chuck that on now. Brewing stand. Perfect. Perfect. What am I missing from here? Machine frame. As well as that thing. And a couple redstone repeaters. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's just grab 5 of those is enough. So that's good. 2 redstone repeaters, and then that should be good to go. Alright, so what else was there? There was one more thing, I swear. Oh no, that was it. Let's go with the left reward bag this time. Chuck that in there. Oh, we got a potion of regeneration and healing. Now I'm fine. So what's in here? Lava crystals, necrotic bones, and balls of moss. They are good things for weapons. And tools in Tinker's Construct. Oops. Oh, excuse me. Didn't want to get rid of that. So the last quest... Oh. Completed. Yes, we've already made those. Thank you. And I get a blaze rod with that. So, sure. What's in this one? Bacon jerky. Mm-hmm. Nice stuff. Okay, maybe there was more than... 1 or 2 things. I swear it said we were 30 quests in totals, 28. Ah, so there's 2 to do. That one and this one seems to be the last one. You don't have to go to the Nether, but you can. I wouldn't make the summer home there, but it is really quite lovely. Okay. So we basically have to go to the Nether. It's saying you don't have to go to the Nether, but in order to do this reward, you have to go to the Nether. Alright, well, time for a flint and steel then. And time for some obsidian. Let's go to the Nether. Now, I've got to remember where to... I'll put this over on this island where all these animals didn't spawn. Actually, I think this was the first failed attempt. So let's do this over here. It's going to be odd. That's fine. Wasting obsidian with the corners. Don't really care too much. I have tons of obsidian and can make tons more. Alright, so let's go to the Nether then. Can't go into my inventory. Alright. So we need to go somewhere specific in here. So 15 meters away, minus 149.85. Minus 149. Minus 149.85. There's someone else's home. 149.185. Oh, 185. Okie dokie. That's fine. So let's head up here then. I think it might be up here. What's this? Never coal ore. Sure. Oh crap. I forgot that it makes pigmen angry. Okay. Don't want to die and fall in lava. Alright, so is this close enough, please? I want to leave. 149, 185. Okay, so it's over this way. Oh, crap. Okay, please, can I leave? 149, 185. I have to dig down. Alright, let's block this up so we don't get completely mauled by pigmen. Once we head down... Why is it just giving me some random... Oh dear. Please let this be fine. Oh no. I don't want to have to go down there. There's pigmen down there, and they all want to kill me. Is that... Okay. Alright, so they want to kill me. What if I fall onto that? Is this right? Can I please... 149, 185. This is it here. Okay. Let's grab the rewards and get out of here. Where was my Nether portal? Oh wow, I just have so much. I hope no one comes and attacks me. I don't know where my... Oh crap. I don't want to have to die in the Nether. I don't know where my portal was. I remember seeing that portal from wherever I came out. Can I please heal up soon? I have a feeling it was down there. Was it down there? I'm completely lost. Screw it. I'm just going to go on this person's portal. As long as it gets me home, I don't really care. Because, yeah, I have no idea where my actual portal was. So, this is someone else's base. I hope they have a flight potion I can borrow. Well, this person's done quite a lot. I have no idea whose house this actually is. Possibly Haig's? I don't know. But I am going to steal a flight potion if I can. Oh, what's that? I got Invar boots. I'm going to eat this heart. And check what's in this reward bag. A full heart. Okie dokie. Ahaha, I read that one. Do not eat. I'm going to leave this right there. Flight potion. Please have a flight potion. Oh no. I'm going to have to TP myself back home. Because I'm stuck here. They don't seem to have a flight potion. So, no luck for me. Whoever's place this is pretty set up and looks like they're pretty far ahead. I reckon it's Haig's place. Whoa, that scared me for a second there. That's a pretty good mob drop. Yeah, alright, so let's do this quickly. Problem is, I don't know where my base is. I honestly have no clue. I'm going to have to op myself so that I can fly back to the middle and get back. I know this is thrilling entertainment, guys. This is just so thrilling. Bet you're glad you tuned in today. So, game mode, C. Alright, so you can see that I'm not cheating. I know this leads off back to the center, so off this way. Alright, I still think that's Hayorki's base. I think. From what I remember from a live stream, it looks kind of similar to what he was doing there. So, we will see very shortly. And it was... oh, TimberFawn's place. Nice. So where's mine? Mine was Joe, Haig, me. I think I'm the only one playing now. I think Belgabor won and nobody else is playing except me. I don't know. I'm just really enjoying this map. I don't want to stop playing just because someone's won. Alright. So there we go, we got back. Not the best ways of getting back, but that's life. So back into survival. And get out of there. Alright. So with that quest done, thank God, we have to get a resonance flux capacitor. Okie dokie. Resonant flux. So Enderium, redstone, red. We're going to have to go through all the tiers. So right, how do we get sulfur? Never quartz ore or coal. So let's grab some coal, chuck it in a pulverizer, and hopefully get some sulfur. Hopefully pretty soon. This episode's probably a little bit longer. Don't want to take too much longer, but I want to get this first section done. I mean, it's been so long since I started. Let's have a look. I've been playing 41 hours. That doesn't seem like much, but it's a lot. Oh dear. Oh, come on. What's that? 21 episodes for 41 hours. That's like 2 hours per episode. So for every episode I've done an hour and a half off camera, roughly, if I go on half an hour episodes. So that's... whew. Sulfur. Yeah, 10% chance. 10% my ass. Gone through 20 now and haven't even got one. That's a very, very low 10% chance then. Oh, come on. It's not going in there, is it? No. Oh, yay! Jeez, that took forever. So leadstone, we've got the leadstone. Oopsies. Let's make that one. That one. And I'm guessing I don't have Enderium. Of course not. And pyrotheum dust. So... blaze power... actually, no. That's done in here. So... we need one more sulfur to make pyrotheum. Of course, we're going to have to wait a few hours. This is so not 10%. It's not fair. I should have had at least 4 by now. Luck is not on my side this evening. There we go. So pyrotheum, there we go. And then to make enderium, it is a pyrotheum and then an enderium blend, which is tin, shiny metal, resonant ender. How do we get resonant ender? Okay. I'm not sure exactly how to get that into a bucket though. Actually, no. There's no problem getting it into a bucket, actually. So, ender pearl. How do I only have 24 of those? Wow. So, chuck that in. I've got all this redstone, destabilized redstone. I've got nowhere to put it. Let's just grab another bucket then. Are we finished with the vinegar? Oh, looks like we are finished with the vinegar. But maybe not. I'll check it afterwards, actually. Let me get this done first, otherwise I'll continue to get distracted. So that's waiting to be moved over. I think we need a whole bucket's worth, so we're going to need 3 more ender pearls. 1, 2, 3. Yep, there we go. And until we get this out, the best way is probably just going to break it. Is that going to get rid of it? Okay, good. So we chuck that in, that should fill up that bucket, and there we go, resonant ender buckets. No, we don't need that. So enderium blend, which is pulverized shiny and pulverized tin. What is shiny? That is platinum. There we go, shiny. 3 pieces of tin. We're almost there. We're almost there. So let's pulverize those up. And 2. And 3. Alright. Chuck that all into there. Grab the enderium blend. Thank you. And the 1 pyrotheum dust. Actually, I may have already had one in there. That's fine. Induction smelter, in you go. Give me an enderium dust, please. Or enderium ingots. Perfect. Now we should be able to make that. Oh yeah. So that is this quest. Done. Alright, what do we want? I don't particularly want any of those, so I'm going to get the reward bag. So what's in here? Ooh! Thorncraft stuff. That could come in handy later. I don't know if Thorncraft is something we need to do or not. Oh, yes! 18-minute flights. Yes, we have a flight potion again. Nice. Endothermic pump. Meh. And a redstone energy cell completely full. Ooh. That one's completely full as well, so this does no good to us. If we need to expand our power later on, we can simply add that onto the system. No problem. So that is that completed. Learning to skyblock is done. We have just now, 21 episodes in, learnt how to skyblock. Isn't that great? Let's check the vinegar. I swear that should be done. Vinegar. We need another 33? Yes. Yes, we do. So we'll do that. We'll check the reward bag from that, and we can basically go from there. Or we can end the episode there. Probably the very long episode that this was. How are we doing over here? 14 onions. Woo! We are swimming. Oh dear. It's gonna take a little bit until we get there. There we go. So that's that done. Is this rotten? No. We've got a strong box. We've got a reward bag. We've never saltpeter ore. Not too useful. What's in this strong box? Cinder pearl, shimmer leaf, and ethereal bloom. Again, I think that's Thorncraft stuff. I don't 100% know. Thorncraft. Yes. So yeah, that's going to be the end of this episode then. I feel like we achieved quite a bit. We finished the Learning to Skyblock quests. Actually, there's one more we can do. Completely forgot. We can hand the soy milk and that in. Soy milk and tofu. Actually, we need more for firm tofu. Oh, I keep saying we're going to end, but there's just more and more to do. What's the reward from this? A reward bag, yeah. I like reward bags. I like not knowing what you could get. So that's 195. So close. So close, and then we can be done. That's right, all this firm tofu won't go to waste. It's used in other things such as eggs. It's a replacement for eggs in a lot of the meals. So we can make a lot of meals out of this, especially with the task here. Where is it? Most important meal, we need to make 100 hearty breakfasts. We'll probably come back and do that next time. I think we should be able to do that. What's missing? I want 4 more of these, please. Chuck those in there. Maybe that'll speed it up. Actually, no, that won't speed up anything. Oh, 3 more. I know this episode just keeps getting dragged on. Sorry, guys. 1 more and we can be done, I promise. That'll be the end. No matter what, I'll finish. Alright. Manual submit, claim reward. Let's eat this heart. Didn't even check if it was rotten. And what's this rain muffler? Yeah, that is definitely not so good. Oh, it took the tofu from me. Ah, what a shame. But I will grab that many of that to get cooked up and started so we can do that next episode, as well as bread. Don't forget we need 10,000 pieces of toast. So yeah, since I don't know when I'll be on next, I'm just gonna chuck that on, see how far it gets. If it finishes, that's great. If not, oh well, we'll find other stuff to do. So again, thanks for watching, guys. Sorry this went a little bit long. This is probably like another 50-minute episode. Oh dear. But yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.